Welcome back. So the rebuild continues. I'm going to start moving on to the electrical system. It's Monday today, Bank Holiday Monday. I'm back at work on Wednesday, so I have to have this done over the next couple of days, which means I can't carry on with the mechanical stuff because my rear axle got lost in the post. Well, it didn't get lost in the post. The package turned up with a hole in it and no axle, so I can wait for one of them to turn up. Being a bank holiday, they ain't going to be here today. It might turn up tomorrow. I might do some more work then. And then front wheel, I'm picking up from Chris at Willis Wheels on Tuesday, so tomorrow. So today I'm going to start with the electrical system. Now, electrics seem to be the thing that most people put off, are nervous about. I mean, we've all lost track of how many projects we've seen for sale. 95% done, just the electrics to do. Now, be honest with you, the electrical part of everything is the easiest thing. It follows a set of rules. Like, there's nothing open to interpretation. All right, you might be able to put a switch in a different place or use a relay here or not use it there. All right, but reality is it's a universal thing. It just works. Like, nut and a bolt, that kind of simplicity. So today I'm going to tackle a thing that I've seen a lot of people kind of want but not really do, and that's headlight wiring. Now, high-low beam. Now, you can run power up to switchgear over to switchgear wiring over to the headlight unit. It's unnecessary. What you want to do is just put a 3-position switch in the headlight housing and run one power cable up to the headlight, and then something from the headlight to ground. Like, it's easy. Like, so easy. So I'll show you guys how to do that today. I'll do the mechanical side of it as well. But yeah, proper piece of piss. Even Liam and Mowgli can do it. That's our headlight housing. Nothing special. Headlight. It's a H4, I think. I mean, I might be wrong. But so you've got 3 wires going into the headlight. One's a high beam, a low beam, and a ground. You then have a 3-position switch. Live in the middle. When it goes up, power comes out the bottom one. When it goes down, power comes up the top one. So essentially, all we've got to do is send power to the middle. That's our single wire from the bike through the frame, however you want to do it, into the headlight housing. So instead of having all of this going in, just a single wire going in, and then either one of these two goes to our high and our low beam. It really is that simple. Like, sorry, it's these two. That's your ground. Either one of these two goes to our high and our low beam. And then what we can do, I haven't worked out exactly how. Yeah, I have. I'm going to do it down here. We can then ground the whole headlight housing. And because there's no rubber mount and it's metal all the way through. Oh, no, it's not. I have a 3D printed headlight, man. Oh, that's easy to solve. We'll do a little pigtail thing. I'll show you that as well. So, yeah, and then that's it. That way we have one single cable, like relatively low gauge, going in. And then next week, I will show you guys how to feed this. All right, so, yeah, first thing we need to do is decide where we want our switch. Now, this is a big boy switch. It's pretty heavy duty. I'd rather that than not. It lasts forever. So I need to drill a 12mm hole, I believe it is, but I'll double check, in our housing and mount the switch. That'd be the first thing we do. So work out where you can reach it on it. Go side there, you can go bottom, go wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. And in reality, you can get away with a much smaller switch. I'm going to mount it off center. Again, a bit of jauntiness always looks cool, but because I can't exactly find the centre, if it's a little bit off, it'll look shit. Whereas if I put it off here, it looks like a design choice. So I'm going to do that. Let me think about this. What hand do I want? I'll use my left hand, seeing as there's no clutch or brake on that side. So I'll put it on the left side of the housing. So yeah, let's do that again. All right, so complicated, cars. Right, that's that there. Where's my pencil? Yeah, I reckon if I go about here, why not? The radius of that isn't going to stop anything or interfere. So yeah, let's drill a hole there. Look how shit that chrome is. It's like it's been painted on. I mean, the headlight was like, I think, a £5. Like, but I am going to spray it white at some point to match the bars. I've just got this thing for white at the moment. In the switch goes. That's, obviously I'll do all this permanently later. Right, so that's in. I need to make sure that all this clears. I mean, it should do. I've already checked. Off camera, no, I didn't really. Just hoping for the best. If it don't fit, I've also got a plan. You can relax, kids. Right, yeah, our switch hits our connector because it is pretty big. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. So, plan number 2, ditch that big connector and just use the spade connectors directly onto it. But what I'll do, I'll mark, I'll scratch into the inside of the housing, like high, low, or maybe I'll just do the wire colours. Like, and then if I'm being smart, I should probably just solder direct. Leave a connector for the live so the housing can be removed. And then the ground will obviously be a connector. Yeah, maybe. All right, let me work that out. I'll be back. Right, perfect. All fits, loads of room. If I look through the hole, yeah, nothing's going to short. But I'm going to change those default connectors to some spade connectors, bit of shrink wrap. But I think that's pretty cool off centre. Will I have enough room to rotate? It doesn't really matter. Look at that. So off, high, off, low. Let's set it all up. Some of you are visual learners. We go find a box of spade connectors. No big spade connectors, they are huge. So if I just fold these tangs over, the stick out bits, fold them over, run this up, I can then run heat shrink over each one. I've always got heat shrink, never connectors. Don't know why. So yeah, that'll fit perfect. Right, and get some scissors. I made a lad round-ended craft scissors. So accurate, I got them. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Oh shit, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I need to go and find a lighter now. Should use a heat gun really, but I'm not plugging in a heat gun for this. D 1, 2. So I've got a trusty test battery. These things are great. Like, I can't remember what they're called, but you basically just put a bunch of 18650 lithium ions together in any sort of configuration. This one's a 12 volt one, so 3 cell. Got a decent BMS on it, charging, great for testing stuff. So I've just tested my light, I know what's what. So now I think I'm going to solder direct to the switch. Just give it enough. Yeah. I'm going to solder the high-low straight to the switch. And if for any reason, because of the way I've done this, it turns out I've got high-low the wrong way round, I can just switch them. Like, not the end of the world. If I had connectors, I'd be swapping this cable out for some silicone stuff, but I don't. But seeing as it's going to be in the headlight and there's not going to be a great amount of movement on it, will be good. But the feed cable coming up, the 12 volt live, I'll do that in silicone. Oh yeah, now I need power for my soldering iron. Also, TS100, best soldering iron ever. Just buy one, don't think about it. Adjustable power levels. I run it off an old laptop power supply, but you can run it off like lipos, batteries, all sorts. Tin in. It'll hit 450C, bunch of different tips. Great bit of kit. Well, this is the old one. There's probably a new one out by now. All right. Let's get the switch out. Where is it? I've lost the switch. Of course I have. Oh, I think I left it inside. Right, I'll be back. Right, I wonder how many of you could see that on camera just sitting there right in front of me. Fucking ridiculous, I tell ya. Might need some flux on this. We'll see. Nah. Lovely, look at that. Lovely bit of tinnage. Should probably cut these down. There's far too much metal there. Centre one's gonna be a spade connector. Right, let me sort out some heat shrink. Did actually cut them down, as you just saw. Let me tin them a bit more. And power on, temperature up. Do. Set shit on fire. I do have a solder stand, just it's in my inside workspace. Not my outside one. One. Two. Slide that up. Slide that up. Fold that over. Nice contact on there. Trim up this terrible strip job. I still haven't found the perfect angle where hands don't get in the way. I've got an overhead set up, I should probably use that. A bit of solder on there. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Again, this just keeps the bulk of the wiring in the housing. Switch, all one self-contained unit. I've actually had people send me lights before to do this. And I'm like, guys, it's easy. And done. Boom. Disconnect that. Let's run that bit of heat shrink. Essentially, this is it. Find a temporary live and we'll test it all. But yeah, that's it. Simple. Like, Goes in said housing, done. Should probably shrink wrap this battery, make it a bit safer, but yeah, it works. I think I need to swap the high-low round. So live in, ground, which will not run to down the whole bike. So that's all connected. High beam, no, that's high beam, low beam. So I just need to swap the blue and the red round. Super neat. Middle off, high, no, high, low. Fucking great. Awesome, simple, neat. I need to 3D print something for the hole for the cables to come out, because originally it's huge. I mean, look at the size of that. It's only one cable coming out. I'll print something in some TPU, squidgy stuff.
Like, hey, bark, bark.